And streaming on crossroadstoday.com. A warning from local police officers as certain trends rise ahead of the holiday season. What you need to know. And severe weather continues to impact travel across the U.S. The latest on the storms bringing winter-like weather. Plus, one New York tradition prepares to take flight. A sneak peek at what can be seen at this year's parade.
And for your Thanksgiving, we're looking at some lovely fall weather for the next few days, actually. So y'all get out there and enjoy it before clouds and rain are back this weekend with a cold front that's going to make it chilly for December. All about the weather coming up.
Well, good morning, Crossroads, and happy Thanksgiving. We got more preview coverage from your local teams in Tidehaven and Shiner. See what lays ahead for these teams in their round 3 matchup in the playoffs coming up in sports.
You're watching 25 News Now Sunrise. Good morning, I'm Reyna, filling in for Carolina Strine.
That's right, and I'm Parker. Ronni, welcome to Sunrise.
Well, thank you for having me, and happy Thanksgiving, Parker.
Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Ronni, and happy Thanksgiving to y'all. I hope y'all are doing very swell this morning, because guess what? If you haven't stepped your foot out the door for a second, you might want to do that because it is finally starting to feel like fall out there, right on time for Thanksgiving. If you're tuning in with us this morning, don't believe me, like I said, step outside because it's 47 degrees and that's out in the county, Victoria County. Temperatures in the city are running about 1 to 2 degrees warmer than that. You can see that right here on our 25 News Now ticker. 49 degrees being reported right outside the station on Navarro, but that's still pretty cool, so I'd recommend bundling up. But the dew point, 3 degrees to 4 degrees off from that temperature. Looking at a little bit high humidity to 90%, but not enough to worry about fog, so don't worry about that. What I need y'all to worry about is getting a jacket, because it is a little bit cool out there. I think it's a little cool. Mid and upper 40s for all of us this morning, except for our friends on the coast. You're next to that warm Gulf, keeping y'all in the upper 50s and low 60s. But if you thought, oh, that was cool, look at North Texas. It's 26 in Amarillo. And if you thought that was chilly, look up in the northern United States. It is in the teens up there. 10 degrees in Cut Bank. Wow. Thankfully, that's not going to be us today. We're actually going to be looking very nice. So if you're headed out the door, enjoy the weather today, y'all, and happy Thanksgiving. We'll look at all those details next.
With holiday shopping gearing up, Victoria police say thieves are doing some shopping of their own. There has been about 1 vehicle break-in per day for the month of November in Victoria. Senior Victoria police officer John Turner says most of those could have been avoided because the cars were left unlocked. Drivers are reminded not only to keep their doors locked, but keep valuables out of sight.
We need to minimize or remove the opportunities for these things to happen. If somebody that wants to burglarize a vehicle just happens upon the perfect opportunity to do so, most likely they'll take advantage of it. Lock your cars, hide your stuff, and make sure you remove your keys and fobs from the vehicles as well.
Turner says the second most burglarized vehicles are the ones where valuables are left out in the open. Here are some of the top headlines you can read in the Quail Record. Quail ISD receives a statewide award for parent and family engagement, and limited funds and ongoing budget cuts forced the Yorktown Senior Center to shut down. To read these stories and more, visit DeWittCountyToday.com. The suspect in Wednesday's shooting of 2 National Guard members in Washington, D.C. has been identified. The suspect is 29-year-old Romola Lockenwall. His last known location was in Bellingham, Washington. He was initially identified as an Afghan national. A close relative of Lockenwall says he served in the Afghan army for 10 years, supporting U.S. troops before coming into the U.S. in 2021. The 2 National Guard members were on patrol when Lockenwall reportedly came around the corner and opened fire. Both guards are in critical condition at this time. Later, we'll go to Washington for more. Another Arctic blast is making it cold in many places across the country, and it's not over yet. Forecasters say snow will continue in some northern states today, with more possible over the weekend as another system brews in the Pacific Northwest. Amy Kiley reports on the latest with the winter weather to the north.
Today, a winter storm system that hit Minnesota and North Dakota is wreaking havoc around the Great Lakes. Meteorologists say a winter cyclone is causing blizzard conditions in some areas. It's also creating a rare chance of thunder snow. The weather's affecting Thanksgiving travel in Michigan.
You know, you definitely have to pull into directions because that wind will take you right off into a ditch if you don't.
A first responder near Fargo says he's reminded of the need to drive safely after this sliding truck narrowly missed him this week.
Help us to get home safely to our families on there. So a lot of us are volunteers or first responders out there that are risking our lives to help others. So at least do us that courtesy, just slow down.
The National Weather Service says parts of Fargo got more than 5 inches of snow.
With that wind, it kind of piled up on the avenues. The streets are favoring a little better.
In Minnesota, officials say a 69-year-old man is dead after a snow-covered tree fell on him yesterday.
It actually did not snap off due to the weight. It actually uprooted from the ground while he was snowblowing.
Meanwhile, forecasters say a second storm system is in the Pacific Northwest and in many states.
It is going to feel bitter cold for a lot of areas, even all the way down to the Gulf Coast.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is inviting Port Lavaca residents to weigh in on plans to dredge the local ship canal. They're hosting a public meeting on Wednesday, December 3rd from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Bauer Community Center. They will be talking about everything from possible impacts on seagrass oyster reefs and local wildlife to concerns about more tanker traffic and what it could mean for safety and spills. There's also concerns about shoreline erosion and how dredging could affect natural storm protection. Excitement has been building for the iconic Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade today, and the massive balloons that will line the parade route are ready to take flight. Yesterday, workers began inflating the balloons, an annual tradition for tourists and locals alike. There were huge crowds lining both sides of the street for a chance to see the balloons. They will include some well-known characters like a Minion, Super Mario, and of course, Snoopy. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade kicks off at 7:30 a.m. Central Time. For more local news content, weather, and sports, come to our website, crossroadstoday.com. The time is now 6:07 on your Thursday morning. Here's a look at what's coming up next on 25 News Now Sunrise. If you're looking for a place to enjoy a meal today, the search is over. We'll share where you can find food and community this Thanksgiving holiday.
2 National Guardsmen shot just blocks from the White House. I'm Nicole D'Antonio in Washington with what we know this morning and the response from the White House.
And also coming up next after the break in the short-term forecast, I know it's a little bit chilly out there this morning, but later today it's going to be looking real nice and fall-like. So coming up next, we'll take a look and see just how nice it'll be near you.
Relaxation meets laughter in the Crossroads' newest wellness trend, Goat Yoga. Watch as yoga lovers find peace and plenty of giggles, striking poses alongside some playful, mischievous goats.
And it's relaxing. You're out in nature, you're playing with the animals. You can just really relax and kind of let the stress of everyday life go.
Join Amaya Norman for Goat Yoga, a 25 News Now Extra tonight at 10 on 25 News Now.
Well, good morning, Crossroads, and happy Thanksgiving, y'all. I hope y'all are as excited as I am for the yummiest meal of the year, in my opinion, because that's coming our way in the next few hours. And if you're going to be having that meal later today, maybe even a meal at lunchtime, and I say that because today it's going to feel like fall for the first time in a while. You may have noticed it felt like that yesterday. Well, it's going to be about the same today. So y'all get out there and maybe even have your meal outside. Maybe not in the evening time because it will start cooling down. We'll look at those temperatures here in a little bit because for your Thanksgiving Thursday, we're going to be looking for a little bit of cloud cover over us today. Throughout the entirety of the day, I think we're going to be looking between mostly sunny and partly cloudy with a couple intervals of both. So I'm going to let y'all decide if you want to pack your sunglasses or not for any of the Thanksgiving activities later today, because here's 3 p.m. Like I said, a little bit of cloud cover over us will be between mostly sunny and partly cloudy. Before going into tonight, we're going to pick up the cloud cover to partly and mostly cloudy skies. And then you can see right here, these mostly cloudy skies and cloudy skies will be with us all the way through this weekend as another storm system will come through. And we'll look at that later because that's going to bring us another front. Because before that gets here, like I said, looking at a gorgeous fall day today. And I say fall day because the high is 71, I'm thinking of Victoria. That's matching our average climatological high this time of year, 71. And the same thing with our, pretty much the same thing with our low, 50 tonight. That's 2 degrees above where we're supposed to be. And everyone else is going to be about the same, highs in the low 70s, maybe upper 60s in our northern counties. And lows tonight also about the same, low 50s and upper 40s. So maybe bundle up one more time for the rest of this weekend. We're warming up with rain and clouds back, and then we have cool weather next week, and that's coming next.
And for your round 3 high school football playoffs preview, let's talk about the Tidehaven Tigers. The Tigers are currently 12-0 and finished convincingly in first place in their district, fresh off a 40-22 victory against Stockdale. Their defense was dominant, shutting out the Brahmas in the fourth quarter. The Tigers' physicality has been a strong suit, and it will be on full display this Friday at Matador Stadium in Seguin as they take on Blanco at 1 p.m. Best of good luck to the Tigers. And the Shiner Comanches are also charging hard, aiming to make it back to the state championship for the second year straight. They've already blasted 50-plus points in each of their 2 postseason games. Can they keep that fire burning against Iola? Catch all the action this Friday at 2 p.m. in Giddings. You don't want to miss it. It's definitely a good opportunity for folks at the Crossroads to walk off some of that Thanksgiving food on Friday, as 10 of our teams will be in action. That does it for your 25 News Now Sports. Until next time, I'm Ray Robinson.
Experience our digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. Stream our daily newscasts and much more using your connected TV. Just download Crossroads Today Plus on your Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, or Android TV. Just search Crossroads Today Plus. Authorities are investigating after 2 National Guards members were shot just blocks from the White House. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is in Washington with the details as the guards remain in critical condition this morning.
This morning, 2 National Guard members are in critical condition after they were shot while on duty just blocks from the White House. Authorities say the suspect, identified as 29-year-old Ramanula Lockenwall, allegedly tracked the guardsmen before opening fire. ABC photographer Chris Plater was nearby and heard the gunshots.
One National Guard was lying on his side. Then I looked at the other National Guard member that was down, and I saw compressions going on.
There was countless personnel around him, and they put him in a truck, and a minute later they were gone.
The gunshots erupting Wednesday afternoon near the Farragut West Metro Station, where the National Guardsman was on patrol. Authorities say he was then shot by other Guards members and taken into custody critically injured.
The reason that this suspect is in custody is because of the bravery of the men and women of the National Guard who responded due to their extensive training to secure American lives today.
Some 2,000 members of the National Guard have been on deployment in Washington, D.C. under President Trump's crackdown on violent crime. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says he will follow the president's request to have the Army Secretary order an additional 500 troops into the nation's capital. Now, the FBI is investigating the shooting as a potential act of international terrorism, trying to determine if it was inspired by an international terror group. Sources say Lockenwall entered the U.S. in 2021 during the Biden administration. He was then granted asylum earlier this year under the Trump administration. CIA Director John Ratcliffe told Fox News that the suspect previously worked with the CIA and U.S. forces in Afghanistan. President Trump overnight called for the re-examination of all immigrants from Afghanistan admitted under the Trump administration, saying, quote, "We must take all necessary measures to ensure the removal of any alien from any country who does not belong here or add benefit to our country." And the Trump administration has now suspended all immigration requests relating to Afghan nationals, pending further review of security and vetting protocols. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
If you're looking for a warm, home-cooked meal this Thanksgiving, Riverside Church and Waterwell Cafe have you covered. They're teaming up to host a free Thanksgiving lunch, and everyone in the community is welcome. Whether you need a place to eat, good company, or just want to share the holiday with others, they're opening their doors for anyone to come in, sit down, and enjoy a meal together. Lunch will be served today from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. in Riverside's Youth Building at 2202 Terrence Avenue. The Salvation Army of Victoria is also preparing for its annual Thanksgiving feast today. This year's main is pork chops. It's free for anyone in the community who wants to come. The Salvation Army will also be working with Meals of Wheels on South Texas to deliver more than 200 meals throughout the Crossroads. The Salvation Army's Thanksgiving feast will be at the Salvation Army headquarters at 1302 North Lewis Street from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. If you see news happening, let us know. Call the number on your screen to contact our newsroom or email us your tips at staff@crossroadstoday.com. The time is now 6:16 on your Thursday morning. Just ahead, how much experts are expecting Americans to spend this shopping season. It's time to celebrate some sunrise birthdays. Happy birthday to Antonio. I would like to wish my husband Antonio a happy birthday from your wife who loves you so much.
Oh, happy birthday, Antonio. And also happy birthday to Vincent. Happy 67th birthday to Vincent from his wife and daughters and all of his family that love you so very much.
Happy birthday to Joaquin. Happy 14th birthday, Joaquin. Popo, Abuelito, Dad, Mom, and all your family wish you a happy birthday. May God continue to bless you abundantly. We love you so much. Keep reaching for the stars.
Happy birthday, Joaquin. And also a happy birthday to a childhood legend, Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill is turning 70 today. Happy birthday, Bill. And to see your birthday wish live on 25 News Now Sunrise, you can come to crossroadstoday.com. Just click the drop-down menu, then click the Home tab, and then you'll see Submit Your Birthday Photo.
That's right. The time is now 6:17 on your Thanksgiving morning. Happy birthday if you're celebrating one today.
That's right. Happy birthday. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Well, good morning, Crossroads. Well, I think it's safe to say it's a little bit cool and chilly out there this morning, and I know what you're thinking. It's Thanksgiving Day. Does that mean it's time to light a campfire to keep yourself warm, or does it mean it's time to start grilling out there? Because it is Thanksgiving Day. Unfortunately, the answer to both of those questions is going to be a big old whopping no, because we still have 11 out of 13 of our Crossroads counties under a burn ban, to which some have been under a burn ban since July. We're talking like Gonzales, and I think Lavaca County as well was included in that. But if you're looking for any kind of hope in getting rid of those bans, there might be some of that on the horizon. We're talking about Saturday this coming weekend, because you can see the next couple days looking very nice and fall-like with warm, semi-warm weather, looking at highs in the low 70s, but we'll warm back to the upper 70s this weekend with southerly winds increasing. That'll bring us humidity to work with for rain chances. Saturday night, and I think that's when it's going to be here, we'll have some scattered thunderstorms around the area as a cold front is going to push all that through the area, and it'll also bring us some chilly weather to start out the first week of December. December 1st is Monday, and I'm thinking a high of 55 on Monday with cloudy skies and scattered showers. And if you're going to be traveling back to the Crossroads over the weekend time, because it is Thanksgiving holidays, it's also the busiest travel time of the year, I want to let y'all know we're expecting that rain to happen throughout much of Texas going into this weekend. So y'all stay safe and time all that out, but not for the games, the football games. We're talking about the Cowboys and Chiefs game for today, and also the A&M and Longhorns game that is going to be tomorrow, Friday in Austin. It's going to be a great one. And we'll look at all that and more later on Sunrise.
Here's today's question of the day. It's Thanksgiving, so we want to know, what is your favorite Thanksgiving tradition? Like us on Facebook, Crossroads Today. Post your answer to today's question of the day, and we'll read them live coming up. Thanksgiving has arrived, meaning we're just hours away from the unofficial start of the holiday shopping season, Black Friday. Experts say there has been some retail momentum heading into the shopping weekend, starting tomorrow and ending with Cyber Monday. The National Retail Federation expects November and December sales will top $1 trillion. Walmart is recalling more than 200,000 camping stoves because they can explode or catch fire. The recall involves the Ozark Trail Tabletop one-burner butane camping stove. The manufacturer has received 26 reports of the camping stove exploding or catching fire. At least 16 injuries have been reported. The stoves were sold at Walmart stores nationwide and online between March 2023 and through October of this year. A recall has been issued for adult bed rails sold on Amazon. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says the King Pavonine brand adult portable bed rails pose a risk to entrapment and asphyxiation. The recall applies to several different models of the bed rails. They were sold on Amazon from June 2024 through May of 2025. Officials say anyone who owns the bed rails should stop using them and contact King Pavonine for a refund. Still to come on Sunrise, news to know before you go. A special call between an envoy and Russian aide coming under file. What some GOP lawmakers are saying in response. It's time for today's question of the day.
That's right. Well, it's Thanksgiving, of course, so today we're definitely asking, what is your favorite Thanksgiving tradition? All right, well, there's a lot of traditions, so what are they saying?
All right, this morning Jessica is saying making tamales with her mom.
Okay.
Lily is saying family Thanksgiving meal and fellowship.
Definitely.
John says seeing family and enjoying time together. And Daniel says smoked turkey and football.
Smoked turkey and football. Great answers out there this morning. You know, I think I'm actually going to agree with all those answers. Family and the food. Definitely my favorite thing. And gosh, especially the food. Gosh, you cannot go wrong. It's like the one meal of the year. It's like delicious.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that today.
Which side are you most looking forward to?
Oh, probably mashed potatoes.
Mashed
You cannot
potatoes?
go wrong with mashed potatoes.
Okay. Do you like sweet potatoes or just regular?
Regular.
Regular, okay. Well, thank y'all so much for taking part in our question of the day. For future questions, you can always head to our Facebook page, Crossroads Today, and leave your answers in the comments. Because for your Thanksgiving morning, like we've been saying pretty much all morning long, and I guess all week long, we're looking at a bit of a chilly one out there to start out the day. So go ahead and grab that jacket if you're headed out the door early this morning. We're looking at a lot of mid and upper 40s out there, but folks on the coast, y'all are of course warmer, being right next to the Gulf water. Y'all are in the mid and upper 50s, even a few low 60s, 63 right now, being in Seadrift right now. Wow. Everyone else is looking a little bit chilly this morning, so definitely grab that jacket. But otherwise, Port Lavaca, and if you're going to be going fishing today, not too bad of a day. I don't know if you'll be doing that on Thanksgiving Day, but we are looking for slightly choppy waves, 2 to 4 feet high, with your wind gusts up to 20 knots at times. Water temperature is going to be about 70 at Matagorda Bay, with an air temperature high of about 72 this afternoon in Port Lavaca. Upper 60s by noon. Victoria, a little bit cooler. I think it's 71 for the high, also upper 60s by noon, and also a little bit cooler in Cuero. I'm thinking 69 for the high today. So y'all get out there and enjoy the nicer fall weather before rain and a front are here to make it chilly next week.
President Donald Trump is brushing off concerns about Steve Witkoff's talk with Russia. At issue is an October 14th call with special envoy had with a Russian foreign policy advisor. On the call, Witkoff coached the advisor on how to have Putin approach Trump. Among the recommendations were for Putin to congratulate Trump on a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. Some Republicans say the transcript sounds like Witkoff favored Russia over Ukraine. A deadly fire tore through a massive housing complex in Hong Kong Wednesday, killing at least 55 people. More than 270 others remain missing in what is shaping up to be the city's largest disaster in decades. Thursday morning, firefighters were still trying to get parts of the fire under control, more than 16 hours after the blaze first broke out. More than 4,000 people lived in the public housing estate. The exact cause of the fire is not yet known, but a criminal investigation has been launched. The Environmental Protection Agency is delaying a requirement for the oil and gas industry to limit methane emissions. The standard approved under the Biden administration should have started this year. Instead, the Trump administration is giving companies until January 2027 and is considering canceling the rule. Critics say the risk could pose health and undermines progress to reduce dangerous warming. Refugio County will continue its county-wide burn ban after a discussion at a commissioner's court meeting this week. Officials are reporting no improvement in drought conditions. The time is now 6:28, still ahead. What we know about 2 National Guard members shot near the White House Wednesday. Stay with us, another half hour of 25 News Now Sunrise up next.